Hello, happy Monday. It's actually the first Monday of August. How scary is that, right? So, as you guys know, last Friday we broke our 11-day win streak. 11-day win streak. Today we basically came back from yesterday's one trade and today's two trades. So, that should be three counts of trades within the span of 24 hours. I took three trades, $96, bringing that count $10 shy of what was previously that count's high after Thursday's trading, right? And then Friday we kind of brought it down to 765. But anyways, what do we see, right? So I just want to show you guys this. This is, I show everything. Transparency is key. If you guys are gonna follow anybody's trading style, you should really follow it. Follow attention to detail, right? So I wanted to see a double top. Everybody in mentorship. I hope you guys who are watching this know that this is my A plus setup. I mean, I saw two people comment this in the chats, in their threads, in their little recap section over here. So again, guys, link in bio if you want to join. We obviously have people talking, right? So whether that's in the mentor chat over here or whether that's the chat section over here, it's a very, very great place to be. Overall, I felt a very mad day. So these type of days, when I say that, that means it's a very much no trade type of day or very small trade, right? So again, if we just look at this was yesterday's trade. I made a video about that, but just because according to my broker, we are within the still 24-hour time basis in the same 24 hours. That was yesterday's trade. These are today's. Today I wanted to hit the gas, took two lots, I took it for a buy, and then I chased. Obviously that screenshot I just showed you guys over here. I took it for a fade, right? I wanted to see this thing sell off. So you guys can see it. I set it over there. I got filled in, and she eventually dropped. Sure enough, did drop like all the way basically to the top of these double tops over here. Didn't nearly. Got very sketchy of the trade. From profit to drawdown. It was a constant like almost 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes of a trade. At that point, if it's not quick money, I just want out. So that's the one thing I love about CFDs, US 30 especially. So let's just show you guys on a bigger chart, right? So if we look over here, why did I not take a sell over here pre-market? Well, a lot of people don't even believe in pre-market, which is bullshit to begin with. But look over to the left. It doesn't look like resistance over here. The only thing I saw was support over here, which we did make a support on Tuesday, July 7th, as you can see from the bottom, the timestamp, and all the way up here at the 53,308.95 was resistance. So we're kind of between both areas. What can we do? So I tagged this as soon as we were dropping, and I was like, well, two things could happen is that either she can bounce over here, bounce up, we could show weakness over here. I was like, if we can get a wick, I want to see it fade, right? So that second trade was very much on par. The first trade, though, guys, you saw a buy, right? You saw this buy over here. Again, transparency is key. You saw this buy. I actually wanted to basically see. All these drawings gets fucking messy. I wanted to see basically it hold support at the 53,085.14. Again, people lie, numbers lie, whatever, sure, but charts don't lie. The history over here don't lie because everything is permanent over here. You can't edit it. So that's what I wanted to see. Sure enough, what's happening here? I put a buy order right here. Sure enough, she kept tanking at especially the last minute before market opening. She kept tanking. I was like, okay, we could hold it right here, right? So I kept trailing, kept lowering my buy stop. That's what I wanted. I wanted the trade to come to me. I don't want to get filled because of the fucking trade, right? And next thing you know, I was like, okay, she can hold over here. She wicked it. I trailed my buy stop from basically up here from the wick to down here. Actually was like somewhere to double top of those candles, and next thing you know, sure enough, she filled me in. I didn't nearly ride it to the top. I was very skeptical, especially based on the movement. I pushed out straight up. But that was a buy with two lots. I had every right to be scared right now. Very much, I feel like anybody, and I feel like I should be taking this sell over here because that's actually a great sell. But anyways, saw that we were putting weakness over here. Then I was like, let me jump in a sell. Sure enough, I got filled in right there. The white dotted line, guys, don't, or gray dotted line. Sure enough, she's fading. Actually, she's holding over there. Again, it's just a very weird day. You can't really expect it to see it drop. You can't really see it to climb up. We're just at a standstill. So, these are not really the best market conditions. Above all, a moving market is a great condition. A stable, still frozen chart as if it's lunch break in New York is not a chart that you want to invest in, okay? So, or a time that you want to get in the trade. So, that's all I gotta say. Again, we're finally back up to what was, well, $10 shy of previous account balance. So, really, really happy with that to make 96.20, or basically, what was it? I think it was like 60 something, $66 today. Not happy about that at all, just to be straight up. I really wanted to hit gas with this trade. So the fact that my one lot size, which means $1 per trade, or $2 per trade with two lots, is basically the same amount of profitable trades. It gives me a lot of reasons to be proud with this trade. However, you can see it over here. This was a 6 minute trade, no exaggeration, right? From time of entry to point of exit. This one, on the other hand, I mean, this one was an 8 second trade. So I guess, this was a trade I really did push out. This could have been an easy 50 pointer. Um, Maybe a $90 trade if I had balls. But, anyways, peace, love, and cheers. Hope you're having a great Monday. As always, be safe and pay yourself. Trail your stop loss.